What's up guys, and welcome back to our channel. Remember on our previous video yesterday or so, we did spoke about AI and how AI is taking the world without you even noticing. And part of AI taking the world, let's come back to Forex trading. And in Forex trading, robotic trading should be part of your trading arsenal. Try as much as possible to include robotic trading in your trading arsenal. So many of you guys have requested, because I have a robot which is like one of the most viral Forex robot now, and you guys have requested many times. I think there's even a comment, many people have requested that I should be able to walk you guys through how to install the robot, how to backtest the robot, the parameters of the robot, and that will give you an idea of how robotic trading in general works and how you can be able to make money from robotic trading. When I see on the internet, even people don't have an idea about Forex trading like this guy. I think I watched his video. I think I'm just going to stop a little bit and play that section, just a small section of his video, which he mentioned something about robotic trading.
Listen, I've been trading for a few years now, and I absolutely do not believe that these trading robots or expert advisors work. I think that they are all bullshit, and the only people getting rich from these are the people who create the trading robots, not the people who purchase them. Well, but what do I know, right? Firstly, let's start off.
So you can see on this section of the video where he mentioned something about robotic trading, he was just basically saying nobody ever make money from robotic trading. The only people who make money from robotic trading are people who actually create the robot. I'm going to shock you. Just go through the internet, and I think I'm going to even do a video about reviews showing you guys step by step how different. We have a separate Discord channel strictly about the robot, and people keep posting screenshots every day how they are making money in the Forex market every day. And this guy even said, we make money from selling the robot than actually using the robot to trade. 90% of my money, 90% of the money I make in Forex trading is from trading my own account and from using my own robot. I always say I always preach what I believe in. I always say what I use personally myself. If you guys since from last year have been following my movement or have been following my trade, you will see 100% of all the screenshots I share, they all live trade. So my guy, if you don't know about something or advice, you go back and learn, go back, sit with people who are actually making money with a particular strategy. You have no idea about that particular strategy. Sit with people who are actually making money with robotic trading, even though you have no idea about robotic trading, than talking shit about robotic trading. That's the only advice I'm going to give you. You will never grow if you have this kind of stereotype mind. You will never grow if you have this kind of clock mentality. All right? So if you don't know something, I'm somebody I always like to just say, if you don't know something, accept that you don't know. That is the only way you will learn. So don't criticize something you have no idea about. Before talking about robotic trading, I am a coder myself. I know how to code a robot. I know how to code a profitable robot. So this guy wouldn't just basically address everybody on his channel like brokies, doesn't even have an idea about robotic trading, and he's talking shit about robotic trading. All right, so now let's come back to the video, positive energy, and let's talk about how you can install PATREX Pro and how you can use PATREX Pro. These ideas will help you to be able to use any other robot. All right, so don't just click away. Maybe just because you don't have PATREX Pro, you say no, I'm not. No, watch the video to the end, because even in the future, any robot you have, these ideas are still gonna help you. All right, good. So how do you install a robot? When you have a robot, obviously, they can give you that robot in a zip folder. You know a zip folder, right? I'm just going to go straight. I'm not going to be talking about the basic. Obviously, they can give you the robot in a zip folder. What do? You unzip the folder. Like something like my robot PATREX Pro. When you download the robot, when you buy the robot, obviously, it downloads in the form of a zip folder, and you need a password to unzip that folder, all right? So that people don't just copy on it. You actually need a password. When you try to unzip, they'll ask for a password. You put that password, and you'll be able to unzip the robot to your computer. When you unzip the robot to your computer, let me just show you guys an example. Let's just say this is PATREX Pro Robot, right? You can see here, this folder says PATREX Pro Robot. So this is an example of a zip folder, and this is an example of robots. We can see this is for Patreon members. This is for Godlove University. This is for people who have bought the 1-year license. This is for boss. This one is for myself. This one is having about 40 years license even. You see, so normally the robot will come in a folder like this, and when you open that folder, you just go there and you copy. So you need to first of all unzip, and when you open the robot, you just go there, you right click on it, and you go on copy. As easy as that. When you go on copy, you close the folder and you come back to your trading platform. Go to where it says file. You click on file, you come down to where it says open data folder. You open data folder again. You go to where it says MQL5. Everything you do, your robot, your profile, everything happens inside. You click on MQL5. You go down to where it says expert. Let's check expert. Expert is the first one. You click on expert. And in this folder, you can see all the robots I have. Godlove PATREX Pro, Godlove Sniper, Godlove Premium, Godlove this, Godlove Auto Close. All these robots are the robots I developed by myself. So what do? You just right click in this folder and you click on paste. Paste, you can see that's the robot inside there. Then you can close this particular folder completely. You come here to the way I organize my profile or the way I organize my terminal in MT4 is very clean. You can see here I have my market watch, I have my navigator, and I have my chart somewhere here. If I want to see the trade running, I can just come here and I click on Control T, I'll be able to see my terminal, right? So let's come back to where it says navigator, and you can see that's a live account, PATREX Pro Live 1, because I have many live accounts, many live accounts for PATREX Pro. Good. So I come here to be able to see the robot, because if you don't refresh, you won't see it. So you can just completely close your MT5 account and open again, or you just come here where it says expert. Make sure you click on the plus button, it's going to open, and you just right click there and you go to where it says refresh. As easy as that. Just go to refresh and the robot is going to appear somewhere here. Good. So now we have the robot on our chart. How do you use PATREX Pro, or how do you start using the robot? Before you do anything about robotic trading, there are two things you need. Or there's one thing you need, which is very important, which is called what? It's called a VPS. And to use your VPS on your navigator, you can see here it says VPS. So if you double click on it, obviously a different window is going to open that they call a VPS. When you come here, you can start with a 1 month. Buy your VPS directly from MetaTrader 5. And a VPS is going to automatically upload your entire computer system to the cloud, so that even if your computer is not working, or your internet connection is down, or you're out of town, the robot is going to still be performing unaltered. The robot is still going to be performing as if everything is fine, because it has already uploaded your entire computer system to the cloud. That's why it's called a VPS, a virtual private server. So you can't do anything about robotic trading without talking about a VPS. A VPS to robotic trading is like the fuel. All right. So you just come here, you subscribe for 1 month or 3 months. Most of the time, I used to just subscribe for 6 months, your VPS, and make sure you know that, okay, you are set for robotic trading. After you subscribe for your VPS, you come here, you make sure your algo trading is on. It's like you can't put the plane on autopilot when the autopilot plane is not even on, right? It's the same thing. So before you do anything about robotic trading, you make sure you come here and you put algo trading on. You click on algo trading and it has to be green. Now we are set to go, all right? Let's put this robot now on the chart, and according to my robot uses trends. All right, let's put this robot on the chart. How do you put it on the chart? You just drag and drop. And since I actually want this robot to open trade, let's drop down to the 1 minute time frame, because if you drop the chart, if you drop the robot on a daily time frame, the robot is only going to be opening trades after 1 day, right? Because the robot is candlestick dependent. So that's why I'm stepping to the 1 minute time frame, so that we can actually see the robot opening trade. All right, good. So I drop. Let's just say I've done my analysis on the 5 minute time frame. Let's see. Let's just say, good. I've done my analysis on the 5 minute time frame. Let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. We can go back, we can draw, we can just do a quick analysis to see technical analysis to actually see where the market is heading. So from the 1 hour time frame, can you see this? I don't even need to go far. The market still have a long distance to drop. The market still has to drop for almost about 100 pips. So I still have a distance to go. So I can actually tell my robot that, okay, I want you to keep selling from this point to this point. To keep selling, that's a reasonable distance for the robot to sell for that amount. So good. So long as I've already determined my distance on the 1 hour time frame, what do I do? This is even a technical trade. Anyway, you would have gotten on this trade somewhere here. Your risk about 40 pips and you're going for about 250 pips. That's a risk to reward of about 1:5 if you were actually trading this technically. All right. But now since we are doing our robot, we already know this market still has to drop. All right, just you can even pause this video and you come back, or you check and see what actually happened. But this market still has to drop. All right, it still has to drop. So now let's step back down to our 1 minute time frame, and according to our analysis, we're all going to be selling. That's where the robot is going to take everything. They manage your money, manage your risks, manage slippage in the market. The robot is having more than 40 different parameters. So now we bring in our robot. We drop in our robot, and you can see the total number of parameters we have here. There are so many. Some of them are even collapsed down here. So I'm just going to quickly explain the few most important ones that we're going to be using on this particular trade, right? Because anytime you purchase PATREX Pro comes with about 18 different videos that will teach you step by step how to use the robot. About 18 videos. So let me just vividly go through these parameters so that you can just have an idea on how the parameters work. Let's go here. You can see, according to our analysis, what was our decision? We're all going to be selling, right? So we click here and we put on sell only. Good. And what was our target again? Our take profit is 100 pips. So we put our take profit. And remember, all these things you are putting here is in terms of points. And remember, a pip is 1/10 of a point, right? So 1,000 points is equal to 100 pips. So anything you put here, remember you're putting anything here in terms of points. You need to convert it to pips. So since a pip is 1/10 of a point, if I want 100 pips, I'll put 1,000 points. So that's why I'm putting 1,000 here, and it stands for 100 pips, all right? Let's calm down, guys. There's even something I used to call balance ratio to close, meaning I can actually tell my robot that if I have a $1,000 account, I only want the robot to close all the trades and stop working when the robot has done like this percentage of my account, or when the robot has doubled my account for this percentage. For example, if I come here and I put 5, it means I'm telling the robot that before you close and stop running, you must have multiplied my account size 5 times. Meaning, if I have a $1,000, before the robot close everything and stop for the day, I must have at least $5,000 profit. All right. So before the robot, if I put 10, it's just going to be the same thing. Meaning the robot will just keep trading until when I have 10 times. If I put 100, that's just the worst. So until I have 10 times my account balance, I mean if I have $1,000, until my profit is $10,000 before the robot will close. And see, you can see this one is not going to be effective here because you see here is still false. So I actually need to turn this to true. You just double click on it, it turns to true. But I don't want to use that option, so I turn it to false. All right. Now on trade per signal, very, very important. Now at the close of every candle, instead of the robot just opening one trade, how many trades do I want the robot to open? That's going to be happening after every 1 minute if I'm using the 1 minute time frame. So now I want the robot to open even 10 trades based on your analysis, based on your risk tolerance, based on your risk appetite. According to practice and according to backtesting, you'll be able to look for optimum data that you can use for the entire robot. But most of the time, I used to use 5 trades per signal. All right, 5 trades per signal. That one wouldn't easily blow my account. But let me just show you guys. I can even put 20 trades per signal. I can even put 15 trades per signal, or even 8 trades. Let's just put 8 trades per signal. All right, or let's just put 10 trades per signal, just to show you. So if we put this robot on start, at the close of the first bearish candle, it's going to open 10 trades at once. All right. Now let's go down to you can even see stop loss. This is the stop loss that is applied for each particular trade which is open. And up here you have the global stop loss, and down here you have the individual stop loss. The global stop loss here is like the global level, where if the market gets to that level, the robot will just automatically close all the trades. Sometimes the robot is to open even 1,000 trades. Meaning, as soon as the market gets to that level, the robot will automatically, I call it the global stop loss and the global take profit. Meanwhile, down here we have individual stop losses and individual take profit. These individual stop losses and individual take profit are applied now to individual trade, not just the global level. All right. For example, if I get into the market somewhere here, I want to sell, I can put my global stop loss here and my global, or I want to buy somewhere here, I can put my global stop loss here, global take profit here. Meaning the robot will just keep opening until it gets to this particular level, and it will just automatically close all my positions. All right. Now we can go to maximum spread. So this is very important. Any spread you put here, meaning if you are trading, if you can check here, most of the currency pairs have spreads that range from 0 pip to almost about 4 pips. So if I'm trading currencies, I want to be able to tell the robot that anytime you see a spread more than 4 pips, that is something is happening in the market. I don't want you to open trade. That's how people used to blow their accounts, because there are sometimes spreads used to even go up to 50 pips. So if you don't have this particular filter, there are sometimes maybe the news, but when news is releasing, the spread used to even go up to 100 pips sometimes. If you're somebody who trade news, you must have noticed. So in that case, what will happen? We already have a filter here that knows that in normal market conditions, spreads will never go more than 4 pips or more than 5 pips. So I'll just come here and I put 5 pips. And remember, 5 pips is the same as 50 points, or 4 pips is the same as 40 points. So I'll just come here and I put 40, which stands for 4 pips. So I'm telling the robot that at any point in time, if the spreads are more than 4 pips, means there's actually news or there's slippage in the market. So to prevent my account from blowing, the robot won't be opening trades again until the spread balance and the fall below the 4 pips level. So that is a key parameter to manage risks and to also manage your money. Coming down here, you also have what we call trading time. You can even choose particular times of the day. If you come here, see it's on force, because my robot used to run 24/7 or 24 hours a day, right? But you can even come here, maybe you want the robot to only trade the London session. So you come here and you put from 9 a.m. to maybe about 5 p.m. All right, depending on where you're located, you just come here, you choose the time, you choose particular sessions based on how you've backtested, and the robot will only trade at that particular time. After the time has already passed, the robot will stop trading and wait for the next day and only kick off again the next day. You see how important it is when you know robotic trading sometimes, because robotic trading is going to completely eliminate the human errors and second guessing. That's a key point why people use robotic trading, because it completely eliminates human errors and second guessing. If you tell a robot do this, the robot is going to do that at that particular point, irrespective of who you are, irrespective of your robots don't have more emotions. All right, a robot wouldn't have an emotion to say no, I don't want. No, the robot will do exactly what you want the robot to do. And here, let's just say you know specific days of the week where the robot is very, very profitable. You can even come here and maybe you want the robot to only trade on Monday or to only trade on Wednesday. So you come here and you turn all these other days false. All right, the robot will only trade on particular days where you turn the robot to be true. But now I want my robot used to trade. My robot used to trade throughout the week. So that's why you see I have Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all true. All right, you can even change the colors of the text, because remember there's going to be a big panel on the screen showing you different things. So you can even change the color and stuff like that. You can even collapse this section. There are still more parameters, but these are the key parameters which I just wanted to explain. Like I said, when you purchase this robot comes with 18 different videos that will explain more than 50 different parameters to you, how you can manage them, how you can use them to trade, how you can do all of that stuff. All right, so since we've already explained all these parameters and input all our parameters, remember, let's just assume we have a 1,000 sorry let's just assume we have a $1,000 account, right? For a $1,000 account, I used to use a lot size of 0.01. Why do I use a lot size of 0.01 on a $1,000 account instead of just using maybe 0.1 lot size or 0.5 or maybe a 1 standard lot? I use the least lot possible, because I know at the end of the day, this is more like a stagging robot. The strategy behind this robot is more like a stagging strategy. So at the end of the day, the robot is going to be stagging hundreds upon hundreds of trades. And those small lot sizes are going to compound up to become bigger lot sizes. If I instead start by using a bigger lot size, according to my leverage and according to my margin requirements, the robot won't be able to perform. So that's why, since I already know this robot is going to be opening many trades, I start with the least lot size possible. And at the end of the day, you will see me making $50,000 from trades which are being opened with 0.01 lot size. People will see, they'll say, no, that's a scam. You are trading on a demo, but they don't. This is just the secret, because at the end of the day, we're going to be having 100 upon 100 of trades, and due to the power of compounding, those trades will mount up to give us bigger account sizes or bigger profit. All right, since we've already done everything, we've already told the robot that the robot should only be selling. Let's click on OK. Boom. Sorry. So if you can see now on my screen, everything is set. Meaning this candle you are seeing here, you can see, but let me just zoom this out a little bit. You can see this last candle somewhere here, right? If this candle closes as a bearish candle, as a red candle, what is going to happen? the robot is going to open 10 trades at once. The robot is going to sell at once. The robot has opened, it has closed as a bearish candle, and see what has happened. Boom. Can you see what is happening? The robot is opening trade as we speak. Let me just push this up. Can you see? The robot is opening trade as we speak. And if we have to count all these trades, how many trades do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Accurate. There's no human error. The robot doesn't second guess. It opened exactly 10 trades. All right. Let me collapse now my terminal again and go here to explain some things. You can see that's it. The robot has already opened 10 trades. This robot will just wait until we have another bearish candle, meaning the robot will only take advantage of a bearish trend or a bearish momentum. Anytime we have another bearish candle, the robot is going to pump in again 10 more trades. And what if the robot pumps in 10 trades here and instead we have a retracement? Anytime we have a retracement inside the robot, I have already built and instructed the robot that anytime you have a retracement, you need to understand if you sell or buy in the Forex market, the market doesn't just go like a slingshot, like boom, and hit your take profit. No, the market breathes out and breathe in, breathe out and breathe in. And that breathing in is what we call a consolidation. So the robot can still handle consolidation like a pro. You see, that's why we saw somewhere here, and if there's a consolidation against our trend in this particular direction, what will happen? This robot won't open any other trade again. This robot will start tightening up my parameters, will start tightening up my loss, my risk management parameters, waiting down for the original downtrend to resume if I give instructions for the robot to always sell. Can you see the algorithm behind the robot? Can you see the brains behind this particular robot? This is not just one ordinary robot, all right? Good. So if this other candle closes as a bearish candle, the robot is going to open again 10 more trades. And if it closes as a bullish candle, the robot won't do anything because the robot will understand, okay, now since I'm selling, if it's a bullish candle, that is a retracement in the market. That is a retracement in the market. And you can see that's exactly something that has happened here. The robot has closed as a bullish candle instead of a bearish candle, and none of the positions have been opened, or the robot hasn't opened 10 more positions again. You can see the next candle now is becoming bearish. If this candle closes as a bearish candle, the robot is going to open 10 more trades. So let's just wait. I hope and I know this candle is going to close as bearish. And here, if you have to come on this particular panel, you can see this is like the dashboard. If you are sitting inside a plane, right, this is like the dashboard of the plane. Here you see the current time. This is my current time in South Africa. You will see the name of the robot, Godlove PATREX Pro. And you see even there's a notice here. They say, money doesn't need noise. I am busy printing money. Can you see what the robot is saying? The robot is busy. Even if you move away from your computer, so long as you have your VPS and you've migrated everything, money doesn't need noise. Money doesn't need noise. I am busy printing money. The robot is telling you, don't disturb me, I'm busy printing money. Good. Let's go here. Expiry time. This is the expiry time of the robot. And you can see it says it's going to be expiring on the 28th of February 2023. Why? Because I always update my robot after every 3 months or after every 5 months. That's why when you buy PATREX Pro, you have access to your dashboard, and anytime your robot expires, you see a notice here that says download the new version. You just go on your dashboard and you download the new version and you replace the old version with the new version. And then you can see total open trade. Okay, this candle has closed as a bullish candle and the robot hasn't opened any other trade again until we have a bearish candle before the robot will open more trade. And then total open trade, you can see the robot has opened a total of 10 trades. And since we are using a lot size of 0.01, the lot size that is actually active is what? We have 0.1 lot size, because 0.01 times 10 is 0.1. So we actually have the total lot size actually running down is what? Is 0.1. So you can see how the panel is actually able to give you the details. Then the total profit / loss, I'm actually in a loss of about 23 pips of about 300 points. 300 points is the same as maybe 30 pips. So it shows you the total number of pips that you are in a loss or gain. If it was a gain, this will be green. And when it's a loss, that is actually red. Then balance. Remember we started, this account was a small account. This is my live account. So, and I'm using this to show you guys an example. So I wouldn't just be risking on it. So this account was a $186 account. And on this account, you can see this is the balance and this is the equity. So what is your equity? Your equity is your balance minus the floating profit. All right. Since from the first point we saw, the market is retracing against us, and we are already in a loss, total profit or loss. We are already in a loss of minus $7. So if you subtract this $7 from our balance, this is going to be our equity. So it shows you everything. It even shows you the spread. This is a spread because now with this spread now, the robot start monitoring, and the robot know that anytime this spread goes above 4 pips or above the spread I put on my parameter section, I won't be opening other trades again. Very smart robot. And now manual controls. Now if you remove it, just like a plane, when you remove a plane from autopilot, you need to now go on manual control. So this robot is also having manual controls, meaning maybe I'm too confident, and instead of waiting for the robot, you can see this candle is going to close as bearish, and we'll have again 10 more trades. You guys will see everything is going to change. All right. Now, so since instead of me waiting for the robot, good. That is, the robot has closed as a bearish candle, you can see, and here you see everything will change. You can see the robot is opening many trades. You can you see that? If I just check on the terminal, let me go back on the currency. If I check on the terminal, can you see this? The robot is opening more trade. And we are already in profit. Can you see? We are already in profit of about $15 on that small account. Can you see this? Profit of $16. And we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a total of 20 trades up and running and a lot size now of 0.2. All right, can you guys see the magic? This is self-explanatory. I don't even need to start cracking your head. Everything you can see, that's everything in front of you, and we are already up with a profit of $15 on that small account. And this is my live account. I'm just using this to show you guys an example. So let's close this. And remember, I told you guys, anytime we're in profit, this is going to change from red to green. You can see we're in green, meaning we're in profit. So you can actually use these manual buttons to add more positions, to add more buy positions. And now you can see this candle again has closed as a bearish candle. The robot is going to pump in again 10 more trades. So you should be expecting us to have a total of 30 trades here and a lot size of 0. Good. You can see 30 trades. So we have a total of 30 trades now. So these manual controls, let's just say, okay, you make up your mind that, okay, I just want to stop somewhere here. I'm fine with the profit I've made for the day. Now I want to close everything. You come here, you just click on pause. You pause the robot and you click on close all. This robot is going to automatically just close all the trades. Automatically, all the trades will just close and you go home with your profit. So if you guys want to see how this button works, let me show you guys. So the first thing I do is to pause. I click on pause. Now I've paused the robot. The robot won't be opening again. And let me actually open the terminal so that you actually see the robot closing the trade. All right. Let me open this and let me click on close all. Let me click on close all. Close all. You see something? Can you see? Can you see that? The robot is the one. So even if I was having 1,000 trades in a blink of an eye, all the robot will be closed. Can you see? That's the robot closing everything. The robot is closing everything, and boom, all the 30 trades are already closed in less than 5 seconds. Then for you to be going pop. So these are just the parameters of the robot, and I wanted to take time to explain the parameters to you guys, and that's how the robot works. And just imagine, what if you actually did your analysis on the daily time frame? Let me remove the robot and show you guys something. What if you did your analysis on a daily time frame, and maybe the market was somewhere here, and you know that, okay, from this point, the market is going to be bouncing up for almost about 500 pips. And you brought in the robot at this particular point on a 5-minute time frame. So you've already done your analysis on the daily time frame, and then you step down to the 5-minute time frame and you put in the robot when the market was somewhere here on the 5-minute time frame. Remember, the robot is candlestick dependent, meaning it's only going to, if you put it on a daily time frame, you're only going to be having signals after every day. But since you've done your analysis, you know the market is going to be bouncing from year to year for almost about 500 pips. You brought in this robot somewhere here on the 5-minute time frame. What will happen? By the end of just that day, this should give you more than 10 times your account balance. All right? Do you actually want us to backtest so that you can see? Now, that takes us now to the next point, which is how to backtest the robot. How to backtest the robot to actually see how the robot will perform if it was in a live market condition. So if you guys are excited to see the next step on how to backtest the robot, please make sure you leave a thumb up on the video. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, guys, take this moment to also smash the red subscribe button below. And if you want to use the same robot, if you want to use PATREX Pro, you can always check the link on the video description. Perfect. So now let's go into backtesting. How do you backtest this particular Forex robot, or how do you backtest any other Forex robot? All right, just as I explained earlier, the first thing you need to do is to install the robot on your computer, which I've already walked you guys through. If you didn't watch that video, make sure you go back and watch that particular video. So the first step is for you to be able to install the robot on your computer, and now the next step will be for you to actually backtest. So you backtest with different parameters, with different market conditions, different time frame, different chart, backtesting. If you go on my Instagram, every weekend from Friday to Sunday, I spend 90% of my time backtesting and perfecting my skills, backtesting and perfecting my strategies. All right, so backtesting is very, very important. So how do you backtest? What you do is you come on the robot. Remember, we want to backtest Godlove PATREX Pro, right? So you just come here and you right click on the robot and you go to where it says test. You right click on the robot and you go to where it says test. All right, and the testing screen is going to open just like this one. And on this screen, remember, you select the currency pair. This currency pair is gold, SAUUSD. Boom. That is go. And remember the time frame. Remember, we are backtesting from here. Just this particular. If I have to put this line, we are backtesting just this particular. Remember, this was the daily time frame, and we are backtesting this particular currency pair. Because let's just assume the market was somewhere here, and we did our analysis, and we saw that this market is going to be bouncing from here up, right? So we brought in our robot somewhere here, but now on a lower time frame. So let's backtest to see what would have happened. All right, that is actually the candle we are backtesting. This particular candle was on the 6th of January. So let's backtest just the 6th of January to see what would have happened. And remember, we did our analysis on a higher time frame, but we're going to be bringing in the robot on a lower time frame, right? Good. Let's go. Good. Let's go here on January. What is the date? Make sure you select the date on the 6th of January to the 7th of January. So I'm testing just that day, 6th to the 7th of January. Perfect. Good. Now, don't change anything here. Don't change anything, please. Just change just the date. Put just the currency pair. The time frame. Remember, the time frame is a 5 minute. Make sure you choose the time frame. The 5 minute time frame. Make sure you choose the date. And then the only thing I want you guys to change is to come down here where it says leverage. All right. Account balance. Good. This is very, very important. I want to backtest as if I'm having a $1,000 account, because I know 90% of people will be able to afford a $1,000 account. All right. So let's just put here $1,000 account. I do all my backtesting on a $1,000 account, and then the currency, the currency is United States dollar, and then the leverage. Make sure you come here and you choose the leverage. Don't go and be backtesting with the leverage of 1:50. You wouldn't get accurate results. If you are using good brokers, the leverage is obviously going to be 1:500. So you use the leverage your broker, you put the leverage your broker is offering here. If your broker is offering a 1 to 1,000, then here the maximum you can put is 1:500. So always put 1:500. Always put 1:500, because the optimum leverage which will work for this robot is 1:500 leverage. So you put 1:500, then don't change anything, please. Just go back now to input. What is our input again? Our input, we're going to be buying from here. That was on the 6th of January. We're only going to be buying. We want our robot to only be buying to the end of the day. That was almost for about, that was almost for about 334 pips. The robot should only be buying. So I come here and I change this and I put on buy only. And what is our take profit again? We can even put a take profit. Our take profit, this market was able to move for almost about 360 something pips. So let's just put our take profit for 350 pips. Based on any amount, maybe your take profit is going to be 300 pips, or maybe your take profit is 500 pips, or whatsoever you put in an amount there. So let's just put 300 pips, which is the same as 3,500 points, all right? Now, balance ratio to close. I don't want to put balance ratio to close so that we can actually see how the robot is working. But I already explained explain the meaning of the balance ratio to close on the previous video or on the previous explanation. All right, now lot size, let's use the lot size. Our lot size, let's put here no, trade per signal. Trades per signal. I want the robot to open. Let's start with 4 trades per signal. All right, because this is gold. Gold is very, very volatile. So I don't want to put trades per signal which the robot will instantly blow out. So let's start with 4 trades per signal, and then lot size. I want to use the lot size possible, 0.01. All right. Now let's go to maximum spread filter. I'll just put here 5 because this is gold and the spreads used to be very, very crazy. So let's just put 5. Meaning at any point in time, spreads goes above 5 pips. I don't want the robot to be doing anything, all right? Then time, I want the robot to run for the whole day. So I just put this on false. Because if I put through, the robot will only run from 6 to this time. But I want it to run for the whole day. Now, I want the robot to also work for Monday to Friday. So I have all these days through, blah, 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 blah. So let's just leave every other thing the way it is. Good. We've already put all our parameters. And something I want you guys to do, you come where it says overview. You click on overview, and if you want the robot to just do everything on the background and just give you the results, then you click on single. All right? And if you want the robot to actually show you in real time how the robot is opening the trade, then you click on visualize. Let's put on visualize so that we can actually see how the robot is opening the trade, how the robot would have been opening the trade in real market conditions. All right, so let's put this on visualize. We want to actually visualize it. So are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for us to start this robot to see how the wonders it have done in real market condition? If you guys are ready, please leave a like on the video, smash the thumb up on the video, and if you are getting some value so far, make sure you smash the subscribe button on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Good, let's go. If you guys are ready, let's smash the start button. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's instead count down, right? 3, 2, 1. Good. The robot is actually loading our data, and in a matter of seconds, it's going to pop up. Can you see that? The robot is loading the data, and it should start trading in a matter of seconds. Let's just wait and see. Waiting for update. Good. We've started the day, and remember the robot is going to start in midnight or as soon as the market open, as soon as the daily candlesticks open, and it's trading with a 5-minute time frame. Can you see? That's the robot trading in real time. I'm just gonna wait for the robot to do its thing. You can still be able to come here. Let me close this. You can see all the trades. These are all the trades that are opening down here. You can see the robot has opened a total of 117 trades. The robot is already up with plus $600. You can see it here or you can see it here. Can you see this? The robot is already up with almost plus $500 and it's ticking. Good. Now, what do I want to show you? If I come up here, you see the same thing I was explaining when I was explaining the parameters of the robot. You see the total number of trades the robot has opened, the total lot size, the total number of profit, the balance, the equity, everything. You'll be able to find everything here. So let's just wait and see what the robot would have done. And here you can see the time. This was on the 6th of January, and by this time the robot has been trading. This time was actually at 11 a.m. All right, this was actually 11 a.m. Good. Can you see this? So the robot actually blew out at this point in time. Why? I wanted to show you guys this. The robot actually blew out at this point in time because I used too many trades per signal. So you're going to backtest this. There are going to be some currency pairs where you can use 10 trades per signal and the robot will still perform well. There are going to be some currency pairs where you can use just 2 trades per signal and the equity will be, the margin will be more than the margin requirement and the robot will blow out. So I actually wanted you guys to see this. Now let's go back to the dashboard and I'll show you guys how we can tweak this. So since you already know what has happened, let's come back down to input and I'll show you guys how you can fix this. So that's the whole essence of backtesting, because you'll be able to find parameters that will suit a particular time frame or a particular currency pair at a particular time. Now we were able to use 4 trades per signal and we saw that that was a little bit too much for that particular time frame or for that particular currency pair. So let's drop down to what? To just 2 trades per signal, all right? With the same time, with the same, everything is still the same, everything is still unvisualized. Let's go back now and drop just the trades per signal. Let's drop to 2 and see if the account is still going to blow out again, because with 4 you can see our account was blown out. We lost our money. But now let's drop it down to 2 trades per signal to see if we would have made money that particular day or not. And remember, we are backtesting from here to here. We are backtesting just this one candle, just one day of trading. all right, which is the 6th of November. For those who have this robot, you can do the same thing on your end so that you can be able to confirm if you have the same results. All right, good. So since we've dropped the trades per signal to 2, let's smash start again and see what will happen. Okay, you can see, good, we've started. So the robot is now trading again, and let's see how far we can go. Let's see if it's going to blow out again or how much you're going to make. Good, you can see the robot is trading, doing the same thing. Everything we've put on the back end on the parameter section, the robot is doing just that particular thing. You can see here, you can see the time and you can see the day. This is the 6th of January, and by now this was already 5:30 a.m. Remember, the robot started trading by 1 a.m. my time, and here this is already 6 a.m. my time. You can see the time, you can see the date. So let's see, the robot was with 4 trades per signal. The robot blew out at around 10 a.m. So let's see if the robot is going to blow out again at that time. But obviously I know it's not going to blow out at that time because we've reduced the trades per signal. So instead of the robot opening 4 trades per every signal, the robot is opening now 2 trades per every signal. So let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. Okay, as you can see, this is actually, if you can see the time here, this is 3 p.m. and according to my South African time, 3 p.m. is when the New York session used to open. So by the time the New York session was opening, we were still down with minus $200, all right? And you can see, boom, the New York session has opened, guys, and we are now up with plus $500. The New York session has opened, and we've opened a total of 166 trade. We have a total of 1.6 lot. Can you see this? Guys, can you guys see this? Can you guys see this? Immediately the New York session opened at 3 p.m. Can you see? Because now this is gold, and gold is very volatile during the New York session. And according to my time, the New York session used to open by 3 p.m. This was exactly 3 p.m. Can you see? The market has shoot up for almost about $180, and we are up with almost about $2,200 profit. You can see this is our profit, how we are up. Our balance was $1,000, and now our balance is $2,800. So let's see how much we have made. So this is that day with 2 trades per signal, and let's see what we have made before the end of the day. And remember, this doesn't need your presence. Once you've already done your analysis, done your backtesting, and put all these parameters, you can go ahead with your daily job. You can go ahead with your 9-to-5 job. In your absence, the robot is going to be doing this unaltered, eliminating all human errors and all second guessing. All right. So let's just be patient again, and I'll just fast forward to maybe about 8 p.m. my time, because that's where the market is actually moving to closing. So let's just fast forward and see. Good. I was actually fast forwarding everything, and I have to actually come in now because we just hit our global take profit. Remember, at the start of the day, our global take profit was 350 pips. And if you have to check here, you can see all these black lines just represent the trades. So we hit, if we have to put this on a daily time frame, let me see if I can put it on the daily time frame. Okay, anyway, when I go to the other side, I'm going to show you guys. This is the actual 5-minute time frame, and we just hit our take profit of 350 pips. And by the time we're hitting our take profit, remember, this is within a day. In your absence, the robot is doing everything. The robot hit the take profit, and we made a total of about $6,500. From a $1,000 account, we made a total of about $6,500, and it took our balance from $1,000 to $6,700. You guys can see. You can see the time here. This is actually 23:55, which is the end of the day, and the robot has stopped working. Boom. The robot has stopped working. I'm going to go back and I'll explain the parameters to you guys. But you can see, let me go back again. Let me go back here. And if I go on graph, you can see the graph. This was the backtesting graph. You guys can see how sweet this graph is. Let me put it up. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see the equity curve? The equity curve smooth. Once you're able to see parameters that will be optimum for your setting, optimum for the currency pair, optimum for the market condition, this is how smooth your chart is going to look. You can see we started on a $1,000 account, and the market shoot directly up to almost about $7,000 within a day. Within a day. And remember, there are even some days if I was risking high, using maybe a higher trades per signal or using bigger lot sizes, there are some days an account, I can actually take an account from maybe $1,000 to $10,000, or maybe $1,000 to $22,000, as you can see on this screenshot, or maybe $1,000 to maybe about $30,000 or $5,000 to about $50,000, as you can also see on this screenshot. This is real. These screenshots are all live accounts, and they happen. Why do I get those results? From backtesting, from looking for optimum parameters that will suit all these market conditions. Because you can see this one was on Great Britain Pound AUD or something, and this one was even on Nasdaq indices, even different from forex currency pair. This one was on indices. So the robot will even still perform very well on indices when you are able to backtest and have optimum parameters to be able to get good result. This will happen no matter the robot you are using. If you are using any robot, the highest thing that will guarantee your success is the amount of time you spend behind your chart actually backtesting and looking for optimum parameters. So you can see the graph says everything for itself. If we go on backtesting, you can see the initial deposit was 1,000 and total net profit after subtracting the loss was almost about $5,600. So that is how you can backtest any particular currency pair. And remember, this was just within a day. And what if we allow the trade to stay for maybe 2 days, to stay for maybe 3 days? Because as you can see, we had a total of 274 trades. You see why I use the lowest lot size of 0.01. 0.01 times 274, we're going to be having a total of 2.7 lot size. So we're using 2 standard lot, 2.7 lot size. All right, but we started with 0.01, and the trades keep mounting and compounding. There are some trades I used to have 2,000 trades sometimes. 2,000 trades, and just imagine how you can be able to handle that manually or humanly. Is it even humanly possible? No, but the robot will be able to handle that even if it's 10,000 trades. So just imagine, instead of closing this trade at this point in time, we allow the trades to still stay. Let me show you on this one. Let me just go back. We allow the trade to still stay. If I drop this on a daily time frame, we allow the trade to still stay. This was the candlestick somewhere here. And you see from that day, the market has been shooting up from the 6th of November to now. The market has been shooting up to now. So what I want you guys to do, please, if you have this robot, go back and do this and let me know the results in the Discord. If you're already in my Discord, please, and if you have this robot, the people in my Patreon, all the people in my Patreon have this robot. Please go back and backtest. This is the assignment I'm giving you guys. Please go back and use these same parameters. Let me put the parameters on the screen. These are the same parameters here. The trade direction is buy only. Just pause the video and copy all the parameters copy the parameters you are seeing here and put on your end. Trades per signal to the lot size 0.01, and then trade direction you put. So put everything starting from the setting, choose the currency pair, choose the date, come here, put the balance 1,000, put the leverage 1:500, then you come on input, just pause the video and copy the same parameters, and instead change the date from the 6th of November. Change the date from the 6th of January to present. Because from the 6th of January to present, the market has been going up. So just pause the screen, take the same data, the same input, and backtest. And you trust me, you'll be perplexed. Your mind is going to get blown out with the result. This account is going to move from $1,000 to at least $50,000. Don't be surprised. This account can move from $1,000 to $100,000. I know what I'm saying. This is almost a market of almost about 1,200 pips. About 1,200 pips. So 1,200 pips, and you are backtesting on the 5-minute time frame. This should give you about 80 to 100,000 and above from a $1,000 account. And all of this will be done by a robot. It doesn't need human intervention, and you take a $1,000 account to a $100,000 account. Is that humanly possible? No. Is it possible by the robot? Yes. Why? Because of the minds that have been programmed behind that robot, because of the brains behind the robot, because of the idea behind that particular robot. So you can see this is the robot for itself. I don't even need to go far. This is PATREX Pro, and all those people that used to say the people who make money from forex trading, or the people who make money from robot are the people actually selling the robot, not making money using the robot. I make nothing from selling this robot. I always sell this robot because when people pay, they pay attention. That's something you need to understand. If I'm giving it for free, obviously I need to be funding. There's a whole team behind the robot, coding the robot, making sure all the parameters are working, making sure as you're working, as it's working on your end, there is maintenance. That's why you even pay a fee for the robot. I made a lot of money, and enough money from trading using the robot by myself. If you guys have been following my track record, go on FX Pro, you'll see everything. All right. So that is that. I only want to talk about something I use every day myself. So that is PATREX Pro. That is how you can install PATREX Pro. That is how you can backtest PATREX Pro. That is how the parameters for PATREX Pro work. That is how you can use in a robot. That is how you can be profitable with PATREX Pro. And a risk disclaimer. I can't stop the video without giving you guys a risk disclaimer. The same way PATREX Pro can make you a millionaire within a week, PATREX Pro can make you the poorest person on earth within an hour. All right, good. That is why you need to be able to know what you're doing. Just like the general Forex disclaimer. The Forex market is very big and very complex. The fact that it's very big and very complex means it is also very volatile and unpredictable. So the only thing I'll tell you is spend as much time as possible backtesting and demo trading. If you have the robot, please. If you have the robot, spend as much time as possible backtesting and demo trading. Demo trade this robot for at least 2 months on your demo account. Use the robot for at least 2 months. Put even a VPS. Please put a VPS on your demo account and use your demo account to practice as if you are already using it on a live account for at least 2 months. You'll be able to see good currency pairs that you can use on. You'll be able to see good time frames you can use, good market conditions you can use, whether you're going to be using on the 1 minute time frame, the 5 minute time frame, the 15-minute time frame, the daily time. So please, I'm begging you, at least 2 months if you have the robot, backtest to be able to look for parameters that will suit your personality as an individual and your personality as a forex trader, because not all forex traders are the same. My risk appetite is not the same as your risk appetite. My risk tolerance is not the same as your risk. I can risk $10,000 and it means nothing for me, but you risking $100 can be suicidal. So take your time, make sure you backtest the robot and look for parameter settings and always risk what you can afford to lose. Thank you guys so much for watching to this particular point in time. If you've gotten some value, make sure you smash the thumb up button on the video. And if you want more videos about PATREX Pro, make sure you click on this video to see PATREX Pro in action live videos. Also click here if you want to learn how to create your own forex robot. Click here to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on these other videos. Peace.